Howdy, this is Bubba back with another video about college football 26. I want to make a video about the tight ends this time around. If you watch the others, this is 5 realistic targets to target in the portal. These are going to be low overall guys, so you know the kicker here is 74 overall or lower. Like that, the highest overall was 74. A lot of backups at small schools. You know, I avoided that, like Alabama backups and stuff like that. So tight ends were a little bit tougher to do than the quarterback and halfback. So again, these are like realistic targets. You can, you know, not 4-star players, probably going to be 2 or 3-star players. The first one is, I really love this guy so much. I looked up just to make sure if he was real. And I think what it is, his name's Hunter Andrews. He's the 5th string tight end for Utah. It looks like he was a running back last year, so he's and they've kept a lot of those categories. They've kept a lot of those ratings. You see, he's got the size 6'3", 235. He's got 3 badges. You see there, balance, takeoff, and workhorse already. Not necessarily the best badges in the world. You see, he's got the athletic ability, 86 speed, 91 acceleration. So he can even, you know, line him up fullback, give him some carries. Where his carry rate was 83. I don't know if it says on there, which is one of the best there is for the position. But even the more interesting thing I want to go to is, you see, okay, we're going to go this way now. You see 83 carrying, but look, here's the interesting thing, 80 breaking tackle and 85 trucking. So, you know, you're getting a guy that's, you know, 91 acceleration, 80 breaking tackle, 85 trucking, is catching. You know, that's what you probably want to focus on, not a route runner, but, you know, look at that, you know, mid-80s, so he can do some damage. He can play you some fullback. He's really a versatile player. You know, his size, not the biggest guy in the world, but good enough size. You know, a couple of the negatives. You're not really going to get much else from the, you know, you're pretty much maxed out for his abilities. You're not really going to get anything there, I wouldn't think. He's maxed out for his power and his quickness. You see some, you know, his hands can get better. That's probably what you'll want to focus on. You can block as well, so you can get him a pretty good blocking. So, you know, he's got a little bit of upside, but, you know, as far as he maxed out overall, that's a really good player, and that's my favorite one of all the players I saw. And another thing I did was I picked one per all of there's 5 different types of tight ends, so I picked one in each one. The next one this guy wants so bad that I may tank my season to get him. So I guess maybe the other guy would be my second favorite. And this is Emeka Alo. He's a pure blocker. He's a junior, so I'm going to get him for 1 year. He did pop up in the portal when I did a test. I think he was 75 overall, 6'9", 265 pounds. So, yeah, obviously, one of the best run blockers there was at 72 run blocking. You see the strength, 81 strength. You know, that's you know, top notch as far as everybody there. But obviously the fun thing is just having a 6'9", 265 pound tight end. It looks like he is a real player, by the way. But he's not. You know, he's not. You know, he's 77 speed, 75 excel. So take a look at his skill caps. You see, again, you're probably going to get him for. He can get. You see, a lot of his blocking is actually can get quite a bit better there. So he won't reach his full potential, but. You know, you see, you know, quickness, a lot of upside in blocking and hands, and route running and stuff like that. So again, I'd probably just double down on the blocking if it was me. So obviously there's actually one tight end that is bigger than him from a weight standpoint, but he is a senior, and that's a guy from Auburn. You see, looking at these, he's not going to get he can get outside shield, so you could do that one. Pocket shield he could do. So there's a couple abilities there. So once you do power, so once you upgraded that a couple times, you'd be able to get some upgrades there. So yeah, really fun player. 6'9", 265-pound tight end. It doesn't get, and I'm guessing he's a former offensive lineman. So yeah, really good fun player there. I struggled more than any to find the pure possession. Went with Jackson Bowers from Oregon State, and redshirt sophomore, 6'4", 247. He's just kind of an all-around tight end. Again, there wasn't many options for just a pure possession. You see, he's 79 speed, 85 acceleration, 81 agility. He's just kind of a do-it-all type there. Nothing going to blow you away, but he does have 83 catching, so that's good. The best hands, for example, of this unit here. Run blocking is 71, so he can block as well. So if you're a smaller school, you can nab him, and I think he can fit in just about any offense because he is kind of a do-it-all type. The thing I do like about the pure possession is that he can upgrade every single blocking ability. So I like that. You see, he's got upgraded quickness, power, route running, so he's got a lot of room to upgrade. So you kind of can mold him on whatever way you like your tight ends to be. Looking at the sure hands, you could reach that. You're just 6 away there. Not going to get the pass blocking. The outside shield, you can get that. Probably, so you're not going to get a ton of abilities, but again, I think he's a good plug-and-play type of guy. The next one is another good one I liked, and this is the 4th string tight end at Boise State. So, and again, so he probably will not start for at least a couple years. You see, he comes with 2 abilities balanced in 50-50. And his calling card was a elite jumper. And if you know, the jump balls are really good in this game, and he has 90 jumping, I think it was. Yeah, 90 jumping. So that was one of the tops in the entire game outside the elite guys. Again, he's redshirt freshman, so you potentially could get him for 3 years, probably 2 to 3 years. But again, that 90 jumping is really good. I mean, that's you can work with that for sure. That's one of the best games, one of the best in the games. You see also, if you take a look at his ability, 84 strength is really strong. I mean, that's so you get a jumper, you got somebody that's strong, and he's also got 88 acceleration. So again, his speed's it's kind of average, but he 88 acceleration is good. He can run in pass block, so he's fine there. Decent enough size. Taking a look at his skill caps here, you see he can go, you've got several in all areas. His IQ, which one thing about the physical route runner is that he cannot upgrade his run blocking. So if you're running a run scheme, you probably don't want him. It's kind of weird. He can upgrade his pass blocking, but not his run blocking. I don't really quite understand that. But so he's going to be more of a receiving tight end. So you're probably going to want to work on that, like his catching, route running, and stuff like that. That's probably what I would focus on first. Taking a look at his abilities, he's not going to get 50-50. He could upgrade that to silver, but I don't think that's one of the best ones. So yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of abilities really. So that's a little bit of a negative there. But still, you're looking at again, these are, hypothetically at small scores here is what you're doing this video. You get an elite jumper guy with a good acceleration, can block as well. I think he's a starting caliber tight end for sure. And number 5 on the list is the gritty possession guy. I had to go to a big score to find one here. The guy that I like as well, Walter Matthews, 6'6", 272. Love the size, and he's an athlete as well. 80 speed, 87 acceleration. You like seeing that? Got the strength as well at 75. And good blocking, good run blocking at 71. So he's buried on the depth chart. So he's, even next year, even let's say one of these leads, he's number 3. So he's not going to play. I think it's a lock. He'll enter. Low overall, 68. So you're probably looking, he could be a 2-star type of guy with his overall. Looking at his catch ratings, high 70s for the catching. Pretty good there. So the gritty possession does not upgrade run blocking, if I remember correctly. So you can't improve his run blocking, but you see a lot of room for improvement there. You see the route running, big time upside there. Power for sure. So you could make him, but power is going to be really expensive. So you could upgrade his speed as well. You could get him mid-80s speed if you wanted to, with mid-90s probably acceleration. So a lot of room to work with there. You see he's got the abilities. You see outside shield and battering ram. Again, you're probably not going to be able to upgrade those because it's so far away. The sure hands, you could get that ability with catching traffic. Workhorse you can get as well. So again, you could upgrade a couple of badges there. But yeah, Walter Matthews is 6'6", 272 pounds, got the size, got the strength, got the athleticism, already comes with 2 run blocking abilities. So he's fine as a blocker, so you could work on that as well. So yeah, those are the 5 that I like. Let me know which one is your favorite. Like and subscribe.